Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special whip and chat for you. I have been challenged. Well, not I personally, but there's a challenge from Mrs. Crochet and Coffee to do a 1 hour whip and chat, and I'm totally up for that challenge. I have been meaning to sit down and actually make a whip and chat or do something productive. And to be honest with you, I mean productive in a YouTube sense, but I haven't really been feeling 100% lately. So this is just the kick in the pants that I need to actually get something done. So today I am working on my Huacan. This is my picture of Luna that I got as a custom. If you don't know much about this painting, I have a lot of details about it in my last whip and chat regarding this painting. Quite a lot of ranting in that one, I think, but it kind of goes over the issues that I've had. Essentially, it's just a popping nightmare. So that's it. That's all you need to know. But anyway, I have had this put in the corner for, well, to be honest, I think since I did that whip and chat, so like a week ago, I haven't touched it, I haven't looked at it. Every time I think about it, I just get annoyed. So I knew it was kind of time to put it away. And I kind of scheduled my day around Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's live or premiere today. So I went ahead and got all of the work done that needed to be done, and I decided to pull this out again. So I started working on it again during that video, and then I saw her wonderful reveal video, which is amazing. Keiriko Siren looks amazing. Truthfully, like, they did such a great job charting that painting. Wow, just wow. I don't know if I would have a place in my house big, that I could put that either. It's huge, like, it actually stretches across her whole bed, her California King. So that'll give you an idea of how wide it is. Just amazing. But yeah, let me just go ahead. I'm going to use the first half of this as kind of like an update video. We'll see how we are, because that could take a little longer than I'm thinking in my head. And then I will answer a few questions that I have heard some people asking lately. So let's get started with updates. So let's see. How do I start this? Where should I start? Let's start on Saturday. Hush, you. Hush. Sorry, that's Luna. That's my dog. On Saturday, I worked the morning shift, and I got off at 3:30 in the afternoon, and I knew that I was off for 3 days straight. So I took my little tushy. I walked straight up to the hotel, restaurant, and bar, sat down and annoyed my husband for the next 3 hours. Had a few drinks, caught up with him and told him how my day was going and all that. And then proceeded to wait. I was waiting for my brother-in-law. I thought we could go out for some, weekend drinks because he doesn't work on Sunday. Unfortunately, I was there until 6:30 and ringing him saying, where are you? I've been drinking and alone. Well, not alone. I mean, my husband was serving me, but still. It kind of looked weird that it was just me, But anyway, so I'd had a few pints and I was enjoying myself anyway. And then, oh my goodness. So then James got off work and we went up to the brother-in-law's house. He was just chilling and relaxing. They had just finished the service, the, food, serving food. So he took a shower, we took our car back home, and then went out for a few more drinks. And needless to say, we had a few, we were feeling good, but then we came home. And actually we came home at like maybe 9 o'clock or something like that. We had some dinner. We made homemade pizza, which is a good alternative to takeaway, I think. We there for a while, we were eating takeaway almost every day. It was a bit unreal. It's funny what grief does to you, because it kind of, sometimes it feels like you just lose the will to keep yourself healthy and active. And I certainly have felt this way and been guilty of this as well. But both of us have kind of gotten really, I don't know, like super into working and then just flaking out and not having the energy to do anything. But anyway, that I'm assuming that's normal. I've never really been through this before, so forgive me if I'm being insensitive at all, but yeah, this is my experience anyway. So come home and we had a nice homemade pizza and wine. Now, I knew that I had already reached my limit. I was kind of like, you know what, I'll just not, because I'd already had the few pints before anyway. And I had had water in between, because I'm starting to get smart about all this. I made a lot of mistakes in my 20s and a lot of hangovers, and even one trip to the ER because of it. Craziness. So yeah, don't forget to drink water when you're out drinking for the night. Take it from me. But anyway, I know yeah, I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just explaining. So where was I going? Right. So we got home and we had dinner, and then I went to bed. I think I went to bed at midnight, which is quite early, to be honest. Like, just saying, for me, that's well early. But I think James stayed awake. My husband stayed awake and continued to finish the wine. I got up at like 9 a.m. I was as spry as a spring chicken. I was ready to go. I got up, no problems getting up, no problem sleeping. I had my coffee, and wow, I just felt awesome. And honestly, I hadn't felt that good in a long time. And I think I know what it was. I was so unstressed. And I don't think that I've felt so little stress in a long time. So yeah, that was an awesome feeling. And I had a really good morning to myself. James didn't get out of bed until like well into the afternoon before his shift, because he had to go back to work, of course. So yeah, and then I spent the day kind of pottering around. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. I know I did a lot of cleaning, or a bit of cleaning, not a lot, a bit. I won't lie. What else did I do that day? Sunday. I think my friend came over, my bestie came over, and we had dinner. Did we do that day, or is that another day? I think it was that day. Anyway, I spent some time with her, and that's always fun. I really enjoy her company, and she always makes me feel better about myself when I'm not really feeling that confident or like motivated or anything. She's very good to me. And then, oh wow, it was just such a blur, because I was just kind of enjoying that time to myself to do whatever I wanted. I'm pretty sure that I put on some like crap TV or something, you know, the usual, where you just kind of vegetate. I really wanted to do that, so I did that. And I also did stuff like clean the bathroom and clean out the fridge, you know, adult stuff, but it wasn't too intense, like, you know. So that was my Sunday, and so James got off work at 7 o'clock. Yeah. And he wasn't feeling so good. He had texted me throughout the day, and he was just like, I hate my life right now. It's so slow at work, and there's nobody here. And I was kind of pressuring him. I was like, come on, honey, I'll take you out to dinner tonight, okay? I'll treat you. We'll have a really good dinner. You deserve it. Because he had to go to an interview. See, I've had so many days off now. They're all blending together, and it's amazing. So yeah, so he was about to go, not an interview, an aptitude test for a job that's really high pressure for him. So I treated him to dinner. We went out to a really nice steakhouse. Well, mind you, this is Sunday night. You know, most places are closed, but this place was open. And we got there, we sat down, and it was, you know, really romantic. And when we got there, there was no one there. It was really, really peaceful. And I was thinking, oh, good, it's the weekend after Patty's Day, so no one will be out. Well, about, I want to say 15 minutes later, the place just starts to fill up. And I went, oh, man, seriously? But it was fine. It was all right. But then this family came in, and it was like 2 parents and 2 children, but the children were maybe in their early 20s, I want to say, definitely in university, okay? Now, it's been a hot minute since I was in uni, and I know that some people talk about university like some people would talk about their job, you know. I don't have that. I wasn't really into, like, I loved being at school, but I did nothing sociable at school or at that time. I worked full time and I went to school full time. I didn't have time to be a socialite, right? So I didn't go to any of those sororities or any parties or anything. I didn't do any of that. All my partying happened when I was an adult, okay? But anyway, where is it going? Oh yeah, so there's these young kids, they're like in their 20s, and after just a few minutes, I could tell that the guy had brought this girl home to meet his parents. Y'all. She was over there. Okay, hang on. Let me back up. I knew she wasn't Irish, and I'm not like putting her on blast from wherever she's from. That's not the point. But her English wasn't like native. It actually sounded American, but I knew she wasn't American. Like, there's just something about her. So I'm there, and I'm trying really, really hard. Have you ever really like been in a restaurant and you are trying to eat your food, but you can't help but overhear someone else's conversation? Yeah. Her voice carried so much that I could hear every word that she said. And I mean, like right now, I am talking loud so that you can hear me in my phone. But if you were in this room with me right now and you were across this table from me, there's no way that I would talk to you like this because I'd be shouting at you. You know what I'm saying? But this was the actual level of her voice in a restaurant, a crowded restaurant. So I was like, that's rude, but you know, she's young, whatever. But it did really actually annoy me after a while because I was just like, does she not know that we want to talk to each other as well and we don't want to overhear her conversation? The reason why I was so upset about it was because she decided that her topic of conversation for her boyfriend's parents to have with her as a first-time meetup was about her dreams and the meaning behind her dreams, her therapy to recover from her trauma of her childhood, and she wanted to talk about astral projection and the effect that it's had on her throughout her life. Now, okay, some people, myself included, find topics like that very interesting to talk about. However, I, as an innocent bystander, do not want to hear your innermost secrets or trauma from your childhood, nor do I want to hear you talk about these things as if you're some kind of doctorate psychoanalyst yourself. Like, you experiencing the thing does not make you an expert on the thing. And I think that that is something that a lot of people do these days. Just because I diamond paint doesn't make me a freaking expert on it, okay? Yeah, I have the experience of it. Do I make them? No, I don't. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. But I'm not going to come in here and try to act like I'm some queen bee, okay? Like, I'm not. I'm not. Anyway, the way she was talking to these poor parents, it just had me shaking my head, because I found it rude as hell, okay? And I'm just going to put it out there. I would never talk to somebody a generation older than me in that way. I wouldn't. And I just, oh, she was just, I'm trying to even think of like an example, but I was kind of like horrified and embarrassed, and like when she got to talking about her mom and her abandonment issue and all this, like, it's fine if you're talking to your friends about this kind of stuff over a bottle of wine in their house. But bringing people around you into that conversation is not fair, okay? Like, it's not fair. You need to be aware of your surroundings and aware of how loud you're being in public. Like, truth, okay? Because, like, I want to just eat my steak in peace. I don't want to listen to all of this. So anyway, we ended up leaving early because I was just like, let's go home and have a bottle of wine. Like, I feel like I've actually endured this child's stress. Like, so yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry if that comes off harsh, but honestly, people, like, if you're in a restaurant, I don't want to hear about how somebody fucked you up and all this stuff. Like, that's bar talk in a crowded bar. You know what I'm saying? But this is like a quiet restaurant on a Sunday night. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. But that was dinner. And then we had what did we do? I think we just chilled out for the rest of the night. And because he had to leave the next day. Next day being Monday. So Monday, Monday, I got up a little later and we did some stuff around the house, and I got a burst of energy. I was like, let me go ahead and like actually do some stuff today. Not just like wipe down a counter, like actually do something productive. And would you know that the sun was blazing, like actually warm and blazing yesterday. So I said, right, you know what I'm going to do, babe? I'm going to mow the lawn. Now, you guys don't know this about me, but I suffer from hay fever like crazy, but it doesn't really set in until the pollen starts to come out, you know what I mean? And the pollen isn't here yet. But I am allergic to grass. So I know it's not good for me to do it, but I will survive. I took my nose spray and I took my, what is this stuff called? Levocitrazine. Yeah. which isn't the best stuff. I have Zyrtec. I think it's the same in the States. It's basically like an antihistamine Benadryl type thing, right? So I took that and I put on some clothes, like long sleeves, long pants. Hi, Lena. Hi. What up? Sorry, she's got to interrupt. What's going on? It's okay. It's all right. I'm talking about medicine I had to take before I went and mowed the lawn yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Where was I? I wonder where we are actually on the clip. Hang on, because I've been rattling on. 21. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yeah, my phone does that thing that happens to other people's phones where it only records for like a certain amount of time and then it'll cut you off mid-sentence. So I'm trying to make sure I get those clips. And it lets me know how long I've been talking to y'all. So it's only been 20 minutes. So I'll go outside and I start mowing the lawn. And now, you know, if you've been here for a while, if you've been here for a while, you know that I live in Ireland. And in Ireland, it doesn't really get colder than like 30 in the winter. And it's starting to become spring again. So it's like in the 50s Fahrenheit or like 12 degrees Celsius right now. Maybe even a bit more, actually. I haven't checked the weather forecast. Anyway, so the sun was blazing. I was wanting to get outside. I got myself all ready with all my antihistamines and I went to work. The grass was so high that I would walk maybe, I don't know, 15 feet, 20 feet, and then I'd have to stop the mower and dump the bag. Because we have one of those push mowers that has the collection bag at the back. Yeah. Now, we live on a site, I think the site is half an acre. I think. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's half an acre. So, like, I want to say it's pretty evenly distributed. Like, the house is in the dead center of the property. Okay? And I decided to do the backyard because we're going gardening and planting stuff and it's nice. It's nice to look at. Now the front yard, we're in a rental, so we have to maintain the front yard all year round, which I suck at. But it's kind of like the expectation for us getting cheaper rent was that we maintain the garden and the yard. And they knocked off €50 a month for us to do the maintenance instead of hiring somebody to come out every few weeks and mow the yard. And I was like, yeah, I'll take that savings. I'll mow the grass. I don't care if I'm allergic. Yeah. Do you know how much work it is to push a mower around your yard when the grass grows so fast? Like, we mowed the grass in October, I think. I think that was the last time we mowed it because, winter. And you don't really have to mow in the winter. But the grass is like, I don't know. It's probably like 7 or 8 inches tall. It's ridiculous anyway. So yeah, I had to stop every few steps and dump the bag. And I didn't realize just how out of shape I am until I did that yesterday. Because I was sore everywhere. I had to stop for a little bit and I jumped into, what was it, Ginger's Live, I think. And take a break and like breathe. And then James left and I went at it again. And I ended up finishing it all. And I was really proud of myself, you know? I got it all done. But it was a lot of work. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, will I do it again? Will I do the front yard? And I texted my husband and I was like, should I do housework or should I mow the yard? Because again, Ireland, it rains most of the time. So the opportunity to mow the lawn is very slim. Like, it hasn't been this dry in months. And I know that as soon as we get another rain, it means the grass will be too damp to mow. So yeah. So we won't get the opportunity to mow the grass again until 1, our schedule allows it, 2, the rain allows it, you know, or whatever. So yeah. So I asked him, I was like, would you like me to mow the lawn or do the housework today? And he said, you do whatever you want. I love him. So I made the executive decision of not mowing the lawn in the front because it really messed up my throat yesterday. I don't know if you can hear it. It's starting to happen now, but it's starting to get scratchy again. But anyway, yeah, that's me and my hay fever allergies. Like, when June 1st hits, it's going to be like my face will be just one big swollen ball. And I won't be able to breathe for like a month and a half. And I'll be going into work and like my eyes will be tearing up or watering. And people will be like, what's wrong? What happened? I'll be like, allergies happened. That's what. Nothing is wrong with me. But allergies do make me really sour. Now, I know that there is a shot. There is a steroid that you can get to control hay fever. But when I went to the doctor, because I was really sick last year, and while I was at the GP, I asked him if I could get this allergy shot because it's hard. It's hard living with hay fever. He said no, because if you're trying to get pregnant, you do not want to take steroids of any sort, and because that one it stays in your system for like a year or 2. He was like, nope, cannot advise you on that at all, so no. So I said, that's fair enough. I didn't realize that it was that powerful. But yeah, I don't want to decrease my chances anymore than they already are. So yeah, that's that. Fun. So I did the mowing, and then I came in and what did I do? I just kind of pottered around. I watched a lot of YouTube yesterday. There were some really, really good videos out yesterday. What did I watch? Dearly Got a Beaded cross-stitch kit. Ramblin' Rose put up like 3 really long videos, and I watched all of them. What else did I watch yesterday? Oh, geez. I've been watching Mrs. Coffee's Friday night live stream for the last like 3 days. Because, wow, it's long. And speaking of, I totally understand if you want to stop doing the live. I myself, personally, just me, myself and I don't think I'm going to do many lives this, it doesn't work with what I'll be doing this summer. So I'm weaning back the lives as well. I had a really strong desire to go live this weekend, but because my husband took the laptop with him, it kept me from doing one, because I'd have to record with my phone, but then I wouldn't be able to see what anybody was saying. So what's the point, I'd just literally be sitting there talking to myself for God knows how long. And that's really boring in a live, I think, when you don't have that interaction with people. But, okay, I'll answer some questions now because one of the questions I've gotten is about the live streaming schedule. Now, I've had a really long think about this. I created the live stream schedule because a lot of my friends and people that I watch, people who are in Crafters Anonymous with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray, they all kind of, we kind of watch the same people. I know I do. And we all really support each other, which is awesome. And I don't think that we should stop. But keeping that live stream schedule updated myself is impossible. I don't know what everybody's schedule is, nor do I want to know. I don't want the responsibility of it. So I'm just saying that if you're a creator and you want to be on that schedule, or if you're a part of the group and you're looking for the schedule, it is in the group, Crafters Anonymous with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray. It is up there in the announcements, so if you want to see it, go ahead. If you're a casual viewer of YouTube, you mightn't really need it because the creators themselves will set a reminder on their channels. And as long as you hit the bell next to the subscribe button, when you go to subscribe, there's a little bell there. And if you click it, then it looks like it's been rung, you know. If you've done that, you'll be notified as soon as they go live anyway. And at this stage, I think it's been 3 months pretty much since the new year that it was created. I think we kind of know what the schedule is. So soon, very, very soon, probably Easter, I will no longer be updating the live streaming schedule. It will exist, but I won't be doing it anymore because I forget about it. I'm not going live very often. I kind of squeeze in here, squeeze in there. I don't really have a schedule because my job is very flexible and I have to kind of squeeze in. So I try to give a few hours notice if I can. But I don't expect everybody to be there. So there's no expectation from me at all for you to be there. If you're watching this WIP in chat, I've gotten some comments of people saying that they don't like lives, that they find it too difficult, or they don't get enough done, or something like that. That's fine. My primary concern on my channel is to make videos, not to do lives. It's just me. I like the occasional live stream, I do, but I don't like being locked into a certain time because I'm a flexible person. And sometimes, like if I was doing Sundays every week, it means that I can't do anything on a Sunday afternoon, you know? And I'm not about that life, and I don't expect you to be about that life either. Now, there are some people out there who will be disappointed, and I am sorry to you, but I want to remind you that I am a person. I do have a life. I have a husband, I have a dog, and I live in an awesome place where there's lots of cool stuff going on. And I would like to have that ability to enjoy real life too. So I'm not trying to diss anybody, and if anybody gets hard feelings about that being said, then I will not tell you to not leave. If you would like to go and find some more content, some other creators, then that's perfectly fine with me too. Again, this is my hobby. It's not my job. And lately, I have been feeling like it's more of a job. So, yeah. As I said, I think I said this before, and if I cut it out, it was at the end of my beaded cross stitch WIP in chat, that I feel like expectations are getting higher because I have more subscribers and all of this kind of stuff. But I think of it this way. I have a lot more friends now, you know, and I've made so many awesome friends through YouTube. And I don't want to lose that. I think that it takes a lot of work and a lot of patience to do this. And with where I live and what I do, my life is genuinely very flexible. I must be available whenever they need me, as I'm sure Wolfpack knows. The struggle of living in a hotel. But even in the summer when I'm teaching, I'm probably going to be so busy that I mightn't even be diamond painting. Do you know what I mean? I may have to take a small hiatus, a little bit of a break, let everybody else catch up. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want anybody to take it personally. I don't want anybody to think that I've fallen off the face of the planet because I needed a few months or a few weeks or whatever it ends up being to live my life. But I promise I will be back in the winter because this is genuinely the best hobby for the winter in Ireland. Because the days are very short. You don't get a lot of work, so you have quite a lot of free time. Like, I was unemployed not last year, the year before last, I was unemployed for like 6 months. So yeah, I know the struggle, and I think it would be a lot easier if I had more time to give to the channel. So yeah, that's just like my little mini rant about that. I don't know if maybe I read into some comments, which is totally something that I could have done. Let's be honest. I've done it before, and I apologize if I took what was said the wrong way. But yeah, I have to stand up for myself as well. And in this way, I feel like if I get stuck in to YouTube as a job, then I mightn't like it anymore. You know what I mean? So anyway. I might even cut that all out because, wow, what am I even talking about? How did I get on that topic anyway? Oh, ranty. Okay, folks, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I guess we'll have to start that over. What was I going to say? Or what was I saying? Yeah, so what is it? It's almost April now, and my hubby's birthday is coming up in a few days, so I'm really excited about that. I think we'll be going out again and celebrating. He's the big 4-0 this year, which is awesome. And I'm sure he doesn't think it's so awesome, but I do. So we're going to go and celebrate and do that kind of thing. And yeah, that should be fun. What else? Oh, today. Yeah, I was talking about today. So yeah, so yesterday I was mowing, and then today I was getting up and decided to do housework instead of going outside because my allergies. And yeah, so I got really busy in the house, and I cleaned the whole craft room. Mrs. Coffee, there are no more drills on the floor. You'd be happy and very proud of me. Well, there's probably a few drills, let's be honest, but I spilled a whole bag of drills from this kit. I think it was 3828 or something. It doesn't really matter because it was a big enough bag that I was just like, seriously? But it was small enough that I actually didn't bother picking them all up. And they were there for a while since I kitted this up, which I think was 2 weeks ago. And let's be honest, I mean, this is my craft room, and I always wear slippers in here. There aren't any shoes allowed in this room, and the only other person walking in here is my dog, so I don't really vacuum all that often. But anyway, I'm sure you really needed to know that. But yeah, so I put it off and put it off and put it off until today. And I was like, okay, so I got really productive outside yesterday. I'm going to get really productive inside. But to be honest with you, the only thing that I actually did was clean my craft room and then vacuum the house and I picked up, do you know how, like, let me choose a symbol and then I'll talk. Where, backslash, there it is, 644. So you know how, like, places in your house just become like magnets for clutter? So we have this little, like, a hutch, I guess, is what you call it. It's really old, and it's not even the old but looks cool and vintage. It's like old and looks bad kind of thing. But it's a rental again, and why would I get rid of it? And I just have to replace it when I leave. So yeah, furnished houses, yay. But so it has these little cubby holes. It's kind of like the cabinet, and it's got a middle bit that's got a little window door. I'm really explaining this. It's got a glassed in cabinet and then 6 cubbies along the sides, 3 on each side. So we kind of have a cubby for each different thing that we need a home for that doesn't have a home somewhere else necessarily. So like we have a drawer full of seeds, for example, because we garden. So we have a cubby of seeds and like gardening books and all that stuff. And we have a place where the batteries go and a place for all the cookbooks and, you know, that kind of thing. And like cards, greeting cards and stuff. Kitty. That kitty looks like Eli. Hang on. I'm going to show you. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, kitty. I started feeding this cat because I noticed that he was staying here or coming through the driveway. So I started feeding him. I'll have to put some food out for him, so sorry about that. Let me just make sure it's all adjusted. Right, okay. Sorry about that. Now he's under the car. But yeah, he's so cute. He reminds me of Eli. I really want to like just steal him and bring him in the house, but he's kind of skittish. So, where was I before Eli's doppelganger showed up? Cubbies, stuff in cubbies. Yeah, things that are cluttering my house that have no home. So I went through all of them and I organized them and I got rid of a lot of stuff. Now, I used to be a really, really sentimental person. Like, I used to save everything that someone would give me. And I mean everything, like ticket stubs and letters and, you know, any little gift they ever gave me, I would keep. And I would have like all these little shoe boxes or, hi Lena, hi baby, what's up? So anyway, hi, what's going on? You want to go outside, is it? I gotta finish this WIP and chat first. Life is getting in the way, y'all. I know. We will soon, okay? We will. Go on. She wants to go for WALKIES. I know, but Eli's outside. Yeah. Go on. Go on. Go to bed. Oh dear. Sentimentality. Oh yes. So I had a lot of Christmas cards that were just sitting there. And I love you, everyone who gave me cards, but I don't love clutter. I really, really don't like clutter. And that's all cards are to me anymore. The only cards that I would save are cards from my grandparents. And even then, like I've got my sock drawer is full of cards from my grandparents because they're very sentimental and they always send a card for everything, for every holiday. But as I've gotten older, and I don't know if it's because I've had to move so often and I've moved abroad so many times, and like just, you can't be choosy when you only get 2 suitcases. You really have to pare it down to the essentials. And truthfully, what really matters to me is what I remember, what's in my heart, you know, and I can take that anywhere with me, and I don't need a piece of paper, or typically it's paper, right? That to be reminded of that. And even now, I can tell that I'm just overwhelmed with paper clutter, and I don't know what to do about it. So anyway, I went through a bunch of my drawers and a bunch of the cubbies and everything, and got rid of a lot of paper that I just didn't need anymore. And I am trying to convince my husband to go through his paperwork, because I have a massive, and I mean like a very thick pile, maybe this high, okay, stack of paper that is all important documents. It's all government paper, or something that, you know, is very important paperwork, but he will not go through it. He does not want to sit down and just deal with it. And, you know, it would probably only take about 2 minutes, truthfully, 2 minutes to deal with all this paperwork, but he just doesn't want to do it. And I don't want to do it either, because it's not my paperwork. Yes, I know I'm his wife, and yes, I know that I could probably do it for him. Does that mean that I will? No, it absolutely does not mean that I will, because, you know, I'm not about that life. So before I go on a tangent there, because I know I could, and I don't think anybody wants to hear that, that is what I did before I did my sit down and watch the premiere of Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's video on her Keiruko Siren and her challenge. Woo, challenge. So, yeah, I feel like I got a lot done today. The house is nice and clean. And now I'm going to finish this, and then I might, well, depending on the light, I may walk the dog, and then edit this video, but I won't be able to upload it until tomorrow. Sorry, I don't have good internet here. That's another reason I'm thinking about quitting the live streaming. I like the premieres, guys. I really like the premieres. I know that some people prefer lives because they like the shout outs and stuff like that and the real-time interaction, but like my internet is so frazzled. It doesn't like to keep up, and I get hamsters all the time. And I was going through my videos, right? This is full disclosure, okay? I'm very open and honest about my YouTube channel. And I noticed that I did a live stream not the last time, but I noticed that there was an issue when I was doing the Pebble Girl from Lao Jiwan, the Pebble Geisha Girl. I had 4 different videos on my channel that were the same live stream, but I kept getting cut out. Luna, she's getting very antsy, guys. Not yet. No, Luna. Off. So yeah, having 4 videos of the same live stream is just excessive, and you've probably noticed this if you come to my lives, is that I get cut off after either 40 minutes or an hour and some, and I get cut out. And no amount of hamster wheels spinning and spinning and spinning and buffering will bring my video back, and I have to start a whole other video, and it's just annoying. It's annoying because YouTube doesn't seem to be fixing the issue. It's been going on for months. So it's annoying for me to have to put out another video when I've already spent all that time putting in all the notes about where to get the pens and where to get this and how to do that and all my social media and all that stuff. I don't want to have to take the time to do that all again on a second video. And yeah, I could have it in, you know, a notepad or, you know, Word or something on the side. But, you know, you get in the groove of things, and when it gets stopped, you're just kind of like, seriously? So yeah, that is an ongoing issue with YouTube, and I am not a big streamer in general. I know there are people out there who are. Oh, Luna. Some people are big into streaming. And like, for example, sorry, I'm just trying to check the symbols. Fertini is really great at streaming. It's clear and evident to me that she's been streaming for a few years. She's got all the equipment for it, and she's got a lovely, you know, a lovely setup, lovely camera, lovely everything to be able to do that. And she may be watching this video, and I really love your streams. I really do. I think they're fun. But I noticed that she's not on YouTube anymore, and now I know why. Like, YouTube has quite a lot of problems with their streams, and it doesn't take an expert to figure that out. So it makes more sense for people who want to stream to go over to Twitch or Mixer or one of those other websites, and you can... Are you all right, Doug? Having a coughing fit. So it makes sense for people who like streaming to go over to those websites and check out streaming. I am not really into it, okay? And I'm just being honest with you. I tried it. I tried the Twitch thing, and I don't like watching Twitch, and I don't like participating in Twitch. So for me, I'm going to stick, well, I mean Twitch, but I say Twitch, but I mean streaming. I'm going to stick with making videos. I enjoy making small videos of products and stuff, and then I enjoy having long WIP and chats. I was thinking about starting a weekly vlog type style video where I sit down in front of the camera and show my works in progress that I'm working on. Maybe even like a monthly one. Okay, let's be honest. I don't think I could do a weekly one, but a monthly vlog where I can show all of my projects and show my progress on those projects. Does that make sense? A lot of floss tubers do that because, you know, cross stitching takes a lot of time, a lot longer than diamond painting, let's be honest. And I think I could handle a monthly upload about what I'm doing, and then have smaller videos about things that I've seen, or I don't know, make a video about how to do something, or, you know, just here and there, make other videos about other things. So I want to see what you think. Would you like to see a monthly work in progress video? A la Pam and Steph on FlossTube, or I think, who else does a monthly vlog? I know Stitcherista does a weekly vlog, but I really don't have that much to talk about in a weekly vlog, I don't think. Maybe one day I would. So yeah, just let me know what you think down in the comments there about that. And one thing that I really want to get your feedback on is whether or not you would be interested in seeing videos about something that I find really fun. I won't bring them all out, but these things, these are like Poppin' Cookin'. They're little kits of candy. that you create the little things in this kit, and it's all in Japanese, so it'd be really funny to see me fail at, I think. But I have a few of them. I ordered them from Amazon, and I thought it would be fun to do it on camera. I think it would take maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes per one of these, unless you want to hear my whole commentary on it, which I think would be kind of funny. And it would take the pressure off a little bit. But if you're not interested, I guess you wouldn't have to watch it anyway. Which, by the way, put that back. I saw a comment the other day, or not the other day, today, on someone else's channel, and they were like, I didn't subscribe to you for this content. Stick to diamond painting. It's not my channel, and it's not my place to say it, but you know who you are, and I think that's really rude. And if you said that to me, I would have just blocked you. Because the first thing about YouTube is, if somebody wants to branch out and they want to do something that they want to do, then they should be allowed to do it. It is their channel, right? Just because they have a niche and just because they like to do one thing on their channel doesn't mean that they can't go and do something else. Now, me presenting this to you and asking you if you would like to see it will tell me whether or not, I'm gauging my audience, right? But I'm not going to not do it because one person is being negative about it. But I saw that and I thought that was really rude. And I wouldn't appreciate comments like that. I don't think that anybody should be going onto some YouTuber's channel and saying, I like what you did before, or you should stick to what you're good at, or anything like that. That's very negative and very rude. So anyway, my point is, I think that you should be a bit more gracious to people. And it made me really upset because it's somebody that I see quite often in my live streams. So yeah, I don't know if maybe I read the comment wrong, but yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think down below about the crazy, I think it's called crazy. It's poppin' cookin', or the Japanese candy snack videos. I went researching, right? Because I was interested to see what other people had made before, because obviously it's not a new thing, and it's YouTube. So I went looking for YouTube videos on it, and it's really weird because a lot of those videos are ASMR videos. And did you know that there's an ASMR kids video? Really creepy. Just saying, just my opinion, but I thought it was really creepy. So yeah, there's that. That's in my head. What else is in my head? Questions that people have been asking me. Oh, when the sparkly pens are coming back. No, I'm going to go on a rant about this one. So let me just check. These pens right here is what I'm talking about. The sparkly stylus diamond painting pen. So I'm gonna just pause this or stop this clip and start a new one and let you know what's going on with that. Okay. Ooh, sorry. So these pens, I only got 5 of each color. I think it was 5 of each color to try them out, and they're a huge success, and I have to thank you very, very much for buying these pens. They are fun. They are really, really fun to use. In fact, I'm going to switch over. You can put that away and use this one. What symbol am I on? Oh yeah. And so I have pretty much sold out of these pens. If you go on my Etsy page, you'll see that they're pretty much gone. So thank you if you're watching. Thank you very much for buying the pens. They do help support me and my channel, and they help me buy more pens so I can spread the love. This weekend was the most productive weekend I've ever had with the pens. I sold a load of them and sent them off first thing yesterday. But I am awaiting a shipment for these stylus pens, and I'm currently in argument with the supplier because they said that they had shipped it. They gave me a tracking number, but it's a bogus tracking number. And I have told them several times that their tracking number does not work. And they keep arguing with me that I need to check my local post office. Now, the way that it works here is that you are sent your mail to your house. You know, I don't have a P.O. box, and I don't, like, if my mailman knows that he knows where my house is, okay? It's a very, very small town. If this were in Ireland, if my package was in Ireland, it would get to me. But the tracking number is from a company called SF Parcel? Something like that anyway. Oh, they're popping up again. Oh, it's gonna actually frustrate me to no end. Okay, that one fits there anyway. So anyway, I got onto him it was last night, and I was like, look, the tracking information still hasn't updated. It still says that they cannot find the Wayfair bill. They cannot find the tracking number. I need you to figure out what the tracking number really is and send it to me so I can trace the package. They say, go check with your local post office to see if it's there. And I said, no, the tracking number that you gave me does not work. If you put in a bogus tracking number and you know, like, oh, I started to get really mad. But anyway, I sent them another picture of the website where it has the information that says, you know, this number cannot be tracked. And I threatened a dispute because I don't understand. This is the longest I've ever waited for something. I think it was shipped on the 9th of February. And, you know, I ordered quite a lot of pens, let's be honest. I ordered way more than I did last time because I think that these are probably my favorite pens that I have. And I think some of you may agree with that. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to get them and modify them so I can put them back up on my shop. But, you know, this guy obviously doesn't know my intentions and, you know, probably looks at my order as like a puny one. And I did actually go to Alibaba and price it out, but because they charge for DHL, I think it's like 3-day shipping, it's so prohibitive. It's like $75 for one package. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not buying that many pens, thanks. So yeah, anyway, I'm dealing with that at the moment, and it's kind of been in the back of my head going, you know, I want to bring these back in stock because there's quite a few people that are waiting for them. So I apologize, guys, for the delay, and I don't know what's taking so long. To be honest, I'm not even sure if this package is on the way, and I can't really do anything. I can attempt to do something through AliExpress, but they mightn't allow me to dispute until this timer runs out, and I think it runs out at the beginning of April. So we haven't got much longer if it doesn't arrive soon. So I'm hoping that that will come through soon again, because I don't feel like I don't like disappointing people, and I don't want to bring anybody down, and I like them a lot, and I want them back in the shop. So yeah, that's the crap with that. That's what's going on there. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think that's pretty much everything at the moment. I may slow down on the videos a little bit this week because we have that DP-a-thon on Saturday. So you'll get the WIP in 1 hour WIP and chat. This video will be going up Wednesday. And hopefully I'll have a video for Friday, and then I go live on Saturday night. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm just getting a little bit, I don't know if it's the seasons or what it is. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what it is. But I hope you guys can understand. I may take a little bit of a break soon. I need your input and your ideas too. I noticed that the acrylic pouring video didn't do so well, and that's a shame because I actually have some supplies on the way, and I do plan on doing it again because I have paint and I want to try it again. So maybe I'll film it, and then if people would like to see that, I'll release it. I don't know, because it takes a long time to film these things and all that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm ranting at you guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I promise I don't mean to. Okay, so I've asked a couple questions, and I know I'm taking you away from your WIP and everything, but yeah, if there's anything that you'd like me to do or cover, please let me know. I have a few videos in the works that are coming up soon, and I thought about releasing them all at the same time, but then I don't want to bombard anybody with a bunch of videos. So just if you want to let me know what you're into and what you're thinking about. Would you like to see more of the beaded cross stitch? I haven't actually made a video about my falcia carda, the cross stitch, normal cross stitch that I'm doing. And I typically do that at work, but I haven't said anything about it, and I'm powering through it. So maybe I should do an update on that one, or I don't know. What do you think? Maybe I'll just keep that on social media. But, oh, that one's way too big for the space. It's not the normal size diamond. It's just too big. And it's like that. See, I feel like I'm about to go on one. Because there's a lot of them like that are just, they're actually too fat to fit in the spot that is there for them. So, yeah, see? And then it moves the other ones around it. I forgot that this is one of the colors that pops really, really bad. So it takes a few tries sometimes to get the right one to fit in the spot. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, any suggestions would be welcome. I am still working on the beaded cross stitch. I had to take a break because I was working on it late last night, and I shouldn't work on that at night. I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to actually do it if I don't do it at night, but I got to a spot, and I don't want to pull it out, but you'll just have to take my word for it. But I got to a spot where I had to not rip out the stitches, but I was like, hang on, am I even seeing the colors right? Because I was following the pattern, dog fur. I was following the pattern that's printed on the canvas, And then I kind of realized that maybe my eyes aren't so good at night. Maybe I need a brighter light. But I wasn't seeing the right colors. So there's going to be 1 or 2 lines of the wrong colors on the edges. But I'm not going to sweat about it. I don't think it's that big a deal. But it did kind of put me off. And I was like, right, I'm going in the living room now. I'm not going to deal with this. Oh, and I kitted up the Craftmates for it. So, because I realized that I am going to focus my attention on it, so I might as well use the lockables on that project. It makes sense to me to do that because it is much easier to have these lying open and open the colors that are needed than it is to have all those bags open. And I know that I was originally going to try and just use the whatchamacallits? Yeah, brain, words. Just use the Ziploc baggies, but they do spill everywhere, and it is better to use what you have. If you don't have Craftmate lockables, then maybe you could use one of those dinky little pill organizer type things. If you don't have one of them, I'm sure there's other storage solutions out there that you could take advantage of. But I'm just saying that I did not want to continue with just the bags. I felt like they were going to spill at any second, and it would have put me in a complete meltdown. An organizational meltdown. The sun is going down, so it must be, I must have hit an hour by now. I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, ampersand. I'll just keep going. So, yes, so the beginning of April means there's a lot going on. I feel like I've been working so much, and I work on the weekends most of the time. I think I've just started getting Sundays and Mondays off together, but I think that's changing to Mondays and Tuesdays, so I'll be back on the weekends. Which I guess isn't that big a deal, but I miss everything, you know? Most people my age are working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So I missed this awesome seed swap over in the next town. I didn't even hear anything about it, which is crazy because I know a lot of the people that were in it. So when I saw that on Facebook, I was kind of like, oh my God, what hole have I been living in that I didn't know that this was going on? And then, you know, with the good weather this weekend, I was just kind of thinking to myself, you know, that wouldn't this be the best time to put the plastic on the polytunnel and put down seeds and stuff? But James, of course, had to go to Dublin, so that put that on hold. At least I got the yard mowed, I guess. You know, that's a big step, but I just feel like I'm playing catch up this year for whatever reason. Maybe it's just the mood I'm in or something. I don't know. But I apologize for burdening you with all that. It's just been one of those times, I guess. This year has just kind of been funky. And I am still trying to figure out all this YouTube stuff, you know. But there's a part of me that I feel like some people are looking up to me, which I find really, I don't want to say humbling. It's kind of weird, honestly. I appreciate it, but to think that there are people out there that, you know, look up to me and look, I don't know. It's just a strange position. I've never been in this position before. Like I said, I'm not a mom. Like I have a friend who has kids, and her kids kind of look at me that way, but I don't really get to see them that often. So it's really odd. to have people be like, hey, how do you feel about this? And like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, guys. Anyway. So yeah, that's the crack with that. I am going to sign off here, and I hope that I've hit an hour, because I don't think I could talk anymore if I could try. I could try, but my throat is getting sore and I need a drink. I also need to run to the shop and get fire logs and maybe a cheeky bottle of wine or something so I can celebrate hubby finishing his aptitude test and doing all that work. All of the work that he's put in the last few days just to secure a good job for the future. I think that's deadly. It's awesome. And yeah, he's been just so good. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. We might actually get an Indian or something. I know a lot of people were asking about korma and curry. Curry is very popular here, and if you haven't had it, I would recommend it. It's amazing. Korma is one of the lighter ones. It doesn't have a lot of spice in it, so if you don't like the spiciness of hot food, not all curries are vindaloo, if you know what I mean. I missed a lot of symbols. This is one thing that I really don't like about Huacan. Their symbols are hard to read, so let me go back. It'd be nice to finish this section on camera, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. So I'll try to do that. So yeah, plan today is to just wait for him to arrive, so he won't be here until like maybe 9:30 or so. And it'd be good to have him back. It was really boring without him. And then what else? Yeah, curry for dinner. And I think tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I work the evening shift. God, I hope I don't work the morning shift tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I actually have to check that. Because I have been working the morning shift on Wednesdays lately. Oh my God, that would suck so bad because I'm eating dinner so late. But I will survive if that is the case. Anymore? No. And then K's, I thought I saw a K earlier. That's an R. Okay. So yeah, and then I work the rest of the week all the way through Saturday for sure. And Sunday as well, I think. So yeah, I'll be working and catching everybody on the replays. You know what I mean? So I apologize if I'm not there. I know that who's going live tonight? Tomorrow night is Wolfpack. But yeah, I'm going to be coming into lives, but I might be staying in lives because I really want to spend time with my husband tonight. But of course, this, now that when you're seeing this, is after the fact. But just in case anybody was wondering where I was, I'm just lifing over here, as we like to say. Whoops. And that's that one done. Then we have the red arrow up. That's in this top one here. So far, I haven't really talked about this at all, have I? This section has gone down quite nicely, aside from the one color which is this one, it's popping up right now, are causing other drills to pop, which is crazy, mad, stupid, but at least it's just the one, you know. I actually don't like using the folder that comes with the craft mates. I put everything back in the folder to make it easier to put it away, because I'm working on a few things at the same time, including a secret project, which I only put up on Instagram and Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Instagram and Facebook, please do. You'll get exclusive content. But what is the next one? R ampersand that thingy H and up. Okay, well, none of those. Just ampersand and up and H. Yeah, so I've got a super secret project going on there. And that's been a huge relief to work on compared to this. It goes way faster as well because there's less confetti. It's a heck of a lot of confetti in this, if you can't tell. This is the background or the grass, and this is my dog's. Oh, no. That's my dog's head still. It's just her fluffy neck. I could barely tell what it was. H here. And then I've got that little R and the little thingy. This little thingy, it's like a pin. Okay, and then R, like I said, this one. Okay, so that's that. I'll pull it back and pull it the right way around so that you'll be able to, where did it go? Oh, there it is. No, yeah, that's it. Okay, woohoo! All right, let me do this. Oops, turn that off. And if you haven't seen it up close, this is my shot glass. That's, well, it's actually a yogurt cup, but it holds a tea light and it's full of my trash. So far, it's only, I mean, this is a 50 by 70 or 70 by 50, depending on how you measure it. That's my popcorn from the premiere. Here we go. So that's our progress so far. The next strip that I'll be working on is here. That is just the rest of her neck and her legs. So it looks like there's a lot less confetti on this strip, which is good. I'm just going to press this down now so I can hold it like that. So this should go a lot faster, but the issue with this is that there's a lot of white drills here, and as you know, the white drills are the ones that are giving me the worst popping. So yeah, I am still, like, I talked to my friend about this, and I do think that I will be keeping that top strip off, and that instead of being, let me get my measuring tape actually, instead of being a 70 by 50, it'll be whatever this is. Yeah, it's like 40, right? Yeah, 40. That's 10 centimeters up there. So that whole 10 centimeter strip I will not do. I will not be doing. So it'll be a 40 by 70, which is a really odd size, but at least I won't have the issues, and I can feel them popping. I told you, I rolled this and everything. Ugh. Anyway, that's it for me for now. Thank you so much for watching this very long whip and chat. I apologize for all the ranting and the cuts and stuff, because I went off on a tangent there for a while, and y'all don't need to hear that. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. If I don't see you before the DP-a-thon this weekend, which if you want to check out that video, I'm going to link it in the cards or after the video in the end screen for you. So please do check that out. When it happens, I'll be setting the reminder up tomorrow. So please check that out. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to raising money for rescue animals that are here in Ireland, especially in my area. So more info in the other video, but for now, this is Luna and me signing out. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, and thank you, Mrs. Coffee, for the challenge. I really appreciate it. Bye.